Hey guys, how's it going? James here, TheGamingHoe, and welcome to a new gameplay commentary I'm doing today. This video is talking about State of Decay and the new DLC that they're bringing to us. God knows when, but it's called Lifeline. Now we know a couple of things about this. It's sounding like it's going to be pretty cool. Whether it's going to be as good as it's sounding, we don't know, because they take a long time with their patches and all that. And I personally think that Breakdown was a little bit of a step back and a bit of a cash in, because we just got a couple new skins and it wasn't really much. And for the price, I didn't bother to buy it. But Lifeline, this is sounding pretty awesome. So this is based around a army campaign. You play as a small group of army guys called Greyhound 1. You're the controller of the group, so I guess you're the sergeant. And I like this because I hate it when games make you the rookie, and that's always a way of making sure that that person doesn't have any voice acting and stuff, and it's always like a bit of a lazy way to go. But I'm glad that you're gonna be controlling the group. So basically, you're sent to the fallen city of Danforth. Yep, Danforth, to rescue the scientists who have been researching there. And if you don't know, Danforth apparently was the city that you saw at the end of the game. So when the wall exploded at the end of the game and we saw the character sacrifice, and then you just heard the two characters go, "Oh no," and you were like, "Oh, what is it?" Because, you know, they didn't have the budget to show us the city. That was the city, I think, that is in this game. So we know that this city is going to fall, but it's still going to be pretty badass. So basically, you're sent to this place in a small group to get the scientists out. Now that's your objective. It's not to restore the city, it's just to get these scientists out that hopefully are a way to create a cure and to put an end to this, which we could maybe see in the next game. So that's the plot as we know so far. So apparently one of the things that you'll do first, which is probably the first mission or so, is to secure the landing zone. This is a place which is going to almost be a hub for the game. You'll be able to have barricades. It's going to basically be your defense, your home, as it was in State of Decay. Except you're going to be able to bring in supply drops that's going to give you different weapons and ammunition and resources. But also, if you find civilians, you can bring them here for helicopters to come down and then to get them out of the city, which is pretty cool. So you can almost have this ongoing side quest to try and just constantly evacuate people, which is cool because we've seen in a lot of zombie films the moments when it's like, you've got to get to the middle of the city in 24 hours. And you'll get out of here before the nuke goes off. But that's the sort of thing that this is doing. And it's pretty cool that we're the ones that get to actually get the civilians. And it's like, you know, you feel like you've got a responsibility to save the people of Denford, or whatever it's called. So apparently this is a location that you're going to have to defend from zombie hordes. So from time to time, just like with State of Decay, you're going to have hordes attacking your base. And you'll have your sniper dudes, and you'll have barricades, and things like that you're going to have to defend the area. Now, if this is talking about maybe just a story sense, that maybe in a mission the place might fall, or if this does mean gameplay-wise, the place will be constantly attacked, on occasions, of course, where you have to defend it, like we've seen in various times in State of Decay. So one thing that I saw which is pretty cool, which we didn't have in State of Decay, is that when your base gets attacked, if it gets overrun, and all of your civilians or too many of your civilians die, including the scientists, it ends the game. Because all of your important people to complete this mission and to get them out of here have all died, which obviously makes sense. You failed your mission, which is to go in and save these people. So it ends the game. Now that's pretty cool because in State of Decay, I'm pretty sure that Lily and some other characters physically couldn't die. Like, if they got bit or got grabbed by a big guy, they just wouldn't die. So, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong there, but basically you couldn't ever fail because even if everybody there died, you would spawn as somebody else, and then it would just carry on going, and it never ended. You never felt that you had that kind of immersion, I guess, and that fear that if you all died, this is truly it. So this is pretty cool that this is going to be adding in. So obviously, when we're going into the city, I've been thinking that as we're army, you're going to start off the game using weapons. Now, I doubt you'll have any melee weapons at the beginning of the game because these are army guys and they're not expecting what's going to be ahead of them. So I'm guessing you'll all have default M16s and then like M9 secondaries and then maybe some grenades. So that will be cool that from the beginning of the game we'll be able to have different weaponry, high-tech weaponry, which is cool. They've also said that the airstrikes, etc., are going to be coming back from the main game, which was cool, and I guess we'll be able to use these more frequently and much earlier on in the game because we are the army. So expect different types, so we can have artillery, we can have mortars nearby, we could have jets flying over, so there's a lot of stuff that they could do with this, because this sort of army side hasn't ever really been explored in any zombie game that I can remember. I mean, in Killing Floor, you played as army, but it was kind of in these own arena maps, and they were just skins, really. It didn't really matter that you were army. But at least in this, it's an open world game, and you play as these characters in a story fashion, so this could actually make it very different and pretty cool. Now, there is a quote that says here, that says on the website, you have defences, artillery to call in, well-trained soldiers, and military-grade weaponry. But in the end, it's down to fighting tooth versus blade. So, like I said, eventually you're going to be finding melee weapons, and you realise that conserving ammunition and not making loud noises is the way to go, hence where we're probably going to be using machetes, baseball bats, etc. So, that's pretty much all I've decided to talk about on this DLC. It's a pretty cool chunk that I found, and it's going to be a pretty cool DLC. So, we're not entirely sure when this is going to be releasing. They said that they're going to be, in the coming weeks, they'll be giving us more and more information about this, but we do know that Undead Labs do not like to give release dates. So, everybody, how do you feel about this DLC? I think it sounds a heck of a lot better than Breakdown. A new city we get to explore with new characters is fucking awesome. So, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, and all that shit, and I'll see you all next time.
No! Hey! 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 Stop it! Stop it!